power. I thank the universal truth and the absolute laws of nature for guiding me, protecting me, and giving me the strength to endure the imperfect. I shall attack with vigor, making progressive moves. A divine mind knows, a divine mind shows. All things work in divine order, all things work in divine order, all things work in divine order. Peace and power. Salute, salute, salute. Peace and power. Woman up. Hoes down and out. Women up. Hoes down and out. Women up. Hoes down and out. Salute, Jules. Salute, salute, salute. Salute. Zodiac D, Wade, Brown Girl. Let them know, Brown Girl. Let them know, T. This is y'all time. This is y'all time. Let it be known. Woman up. Kelly Mills, let it be known. Let it be known. Any men, this is not your space. If you in here, you are a fly on the wall. Quiet. You are a fly on the wall. Quiet. Men, if you in here, you are quiet. Woman up. Hoes down and out. Salute, salute, salute. Salute, salute, salute. Jesus, peace. Peace, you know I did. That's a quick read. Excellent piece that you put together. Matter of fact, it's right outside the door within arm's reach, but this is for the Queen comrades tonight. This is our weekly segment. So, pardon us, fellas. This is not for you guys at all. All right? And you will be timed out. You won't be blocked. You won't be kicked up out of here, but you'll be timed out if you interacting too much in the chat. All right? And if you are in here and you're a man, don't get your drawers in a bunch. All right? So, two things came through the pipe that I wanted to address this week. One was Lizzo. The second was the other viral vid with this young, I don't know if she's a thot or whatever, but some young, very young girl talking about $80,000 isn't enough for a man to earn while pursuing her or dating her or being with her. All right? Those two, before you give me or present me with your questions. Mods, make sure if I miss any questions and you've noticed a Cash App or Super Chat donation and I miss a question, definitely reinsert it in the chat so I can see it. I don't want to miss anybody. And this is quick because you see how late it was. Well, how late how late it is. And all the technical issues that we've been having on the comrades end is a bit aggravating because people are still running with this hip hop conversation, and there's so much misinformation. It's, it's, it's very triggering. But uh, first I would like to address that Lizzo situation with Ari Spears, um, which is ironic that all of a sudden, you know, he's facing these allegations with him and Tiffany Haddish and um, sex or some type of sexual misconduct with a minor right after this whole thing with Lizzo, which, if we want to take it there, pretty spooky, you know. But uh, what he said, there's a reason for it going viral, and it could be many layers. All right, many layers to it going viral. But as I always said, I speak many truths and don't go past my subscription base. But he went on to talk about how unattractive she is as far as her body is concerned. Um, Try to, clean it up by saying, she looks good in the face and this, that, and the third. But, he just went on terribly about that. And then he got his backlash. And I will say this. I got this shirt from somebody in the chat. It's called Liberation Clothing. Can you see all the queens that's on it? There's all the queens on it. All right. Yeah, Kelly, he does. And then, but I would like to say this, especially when it comes to women. All women, I mean, all women have a point of attraction, sexy, pretty, beautiful, gorgeous, however you want to call it. And when we are put in a space where people make an attempt to uh, judge a woman based on solely on her appearance, we are in very, very, very dangerous waters, which has put us in a space right now where women are making an attempt to have this perfect body. When we came up, well, when I came up, perfect was 36, 24, 36, some shit like that. It's supposed to be hourglass shape and Coke bottle shape and all this other bullshit. Whoever put that standard in place was completely off, because that just wasn't and will never be what the average everyday woman is going to have. Ironically, for our woman, it was natural for them to have those measurements without any work being done to them, without working out heavily. That was just it. You understand? And when it comes to men, if they are dealing with you only based on your appearance. They're very, very shallow. Because how you start, what you mature and spend the majority of your life looking like, and how you end are all very different. All very different. And for every man's dime may be the next man's deuce. And every man's deuce may be the next man's quarter. Now, if men or a particular type of man, right, is consistently looking at you or other women from the outside only, that's not who you ever want to waste any time with. That shows a man that lacks experience. Lacks experience. Because just like women, us men, right? Our exteriors really represent who we are as a people or as a person. So, me having had the opportunity in a very clean way to have had many acquaintances with women from all geographical areas of the country, ethnic backgrounds, sizes, levels of intelligence. None of that is really all that important. You understand? Because you're going to have different shapes, different sizes. I've been with women about just about Lizzo's size. I've been with women about Jada Pinkett's size. I've been with women who were straight, strictly street. Been with women with master's degrees on their way to doctorates. And when I tell you that when you are in a space to bring out the best in them, that exterior means absolutely nothing. Nothing whatsoever. And that is what we have been learning, or what someone has been trying to show you over the past decade or more, right? We could say this started the appreciation, well, for me, as early as I could remember, and I could take it back to Vesta Williams and Phyllis Hyman, and most women who were more voluptuous than what people wanted to have out representing in mass, right? And then we came up to the Jill Scotts and Angie Stones, and they just really been throwing it in there here and there. And there was no longer this ideal standard measurement when it came to women. they were, excuse me, pushing the artistry more. You understand? Pushing their title more. So when you have clowns and people with such a support of nitpicking when it comes to what she's looking like or any woman looks like, you know where their head is. Now, I will say this: when you are of a particular size, certain items of clothing or non-clothing just shouldn't be there because you're going to catch that negative reaction. Or if that size is a health issue, right? I always say if you can't run, if somebody on your ass, or if you can't run and catch the bus without losing your goddamn chest, then it's an issue. And now you are considered out of shape. Not out of shape, but out of shape, health-wise. It's a detriment. You dig what I'm saying? Then it's a detriment. But when you are really into women and studying women and how they move, you will see. You have women her size, highly athletic. Well, she athletic. She dance around that damn stage, sing and play instruments. Her shows is an hour and a half on an average, maybe 2. So I don't think the health is a question. Women her size is doing Olympic shot putting, powerlifting, doing all type of things. So when you come at people like that, clearly something is wrong with you. Something is not well with you. And I don't ever want women to watch that negative response from specific men and have them internalize that and start doing the most for an attempt to look a certain way, especially if you're not in the industry, if you're not getting paid for your looks, which is not happening no more, because women come and women go. Women come and women go. You dig? Salute, Amina. Yes, right? Women come and women go. So you could be gorgeous today and replaced tomorrow by somebody that's super gorgeous. It's all in what they're doing to separate women. You know? Shit is crazy that you have women now, right? Like say a Nene Lynx, you're in your 50s and you're talking about a BBL and all type of foolish shit. Now, dealing with as many women as I've dealt with from all different ages, sizes, backgrounds, I know it don't matter what you look like, your ass going to dry out soon. You're not going to be able to perform soon, which is very disingenuous and disrespectful in the way that they're over-sexualizing women of a particular age now. Right? Because you may look a certain way, don't mean that you'll still be able to perform a certain way. Same with men, same shit. So if we are so shallow as to believe that we can guide through life based on our appearance. It says more about us and what we value than anything else. Than anything else. You dig? It is what it is. Yeah, Brian, but there's no real competition. Trust and believe. There's no competition. It really isn't. Because you can be the most beautiful girl in the world. And a man to go and hump someone just like Lizzo. So there's no competition. The looks have nothing to do with how he treats you or you treat him. We've seen some of the most beautiful women in the world without a partner. We've seen some of the most handsome men in the world, the most abusive. Understand? So my thing is to always present yourself as you are. Most important thing is hygiene, right? Hygiene from inside and out. Because again, I've seen some very appealing to the eyes women who are just nasty in here. And when you nasty in here, in your spirit and your mind, you smell funny. You understand? No man wants to be around that. You dig? None. So hygiene inside and out, that's where you get that glow. That's when you stop traffic. Should that, be a motivation for you. But when you have men that distasteful and spewing that, and then you have others joining in, that's let you know who's not in your tribe. You have your little block party. That's what I do. A lot of. I look at some wild tweet on Twitter, see who's commenting. Oh, block. Don't know them from can of paint, but I know from their response and what they're saying that I would never want that person hiding, in my groups and stuff like that. You did? So that's, but if you ever come across a man and he start nitpicking at your appearance, other than health wise, that's the last time you should be around him. If a man is not encouraging you to be the best that you can be and fulfilling your potential to be greater, fuck out of here. Keep it moving. You dig? Keep it moving. All right? Now, saying that, for the questions and answers, second part. The viral video of this young girl who diction in English was so terrible that I'm shocked that it shit went viral. But again, it's because it's a talking point where she made the statement that $80,000 a year wasn't enough because she needs shit. That ain't enough. Knowing damn well with how she speak, doubt she made it out of high school. But they're caught up into whatever upbringing she's been around, that she believes she is more deserving than a man who makes $80,000 a year. For one, I don't even think she could count to 80,000 a year. Definitely don't. Definitely don't. Anybody, and again, I don't know her situation. I don't know if she has children. I don't know what her living conditions is, but I tell you what, there are people with 2 and 3 degrees that right now are struggling, making 180,000 a year. And they wouldn't look twice at her rusty ass. Wouldn't look twice. So when you have these people talking about needs, what needs could not be taken care of by a man who makes 80,000? It definitely can have you in a decent apartment or condo. That's definite. You definitely can have your ass off the bus or train. You can definitely have a nice little vehicle that he's leasing or something, finance or whatever. He definitely could keep food in the refrigerator so your broke ass could get up off of the Kool-Aid, right? And the chopped cheese at the bodega. 80,000 keep you off of that. But this mentality, I don't know where it's coming from, because their parents, when you speak like that, that means your parents don't make 80 a year. Can't, because then you would understand certain struggles. You would understand what money is and what it isn't. And your wants would be different. So I'm trying to understand the term, because I need to have shit. That ain't enough. And this is a very dangerous mentality. Very dangerous. Because it allows you to be suckered in to all type of shit based on the idea of you getting something for nothing. Because she didn't say what she is going to bring to match that 80. I could be wrong. She could be some rapper I never heard of. I doubt it. She could be some stupid ass reality show person that may be getting a check. But I'll tell you one thing. Men, and I tell this to my daughter, men are not here to take care of you. I'm your father. I'll take care of your father. But men are not here to take care of any of you. You are here to take care of yourself. You take care of yourself. And when you're saying that you are an independent woman, you're not an independent woman because you are independent of a man. You're an independent woman because you're an independent person, period. And you don't need man or woman or anything to take care of you. That's what independent means. That you have the ability and resource to take care of yourself. That's independence. Nah, I'm independent. I don't need no man. I'm independent. I don't need anyone. I'm good. I'm resourceful on my own. So when I open the door, I open the door on my own accord. I'm not asking you for nothing. I'm not expecting you. Because I got me. Dig? Because if you wait for anybody to take care of you, you're shit out of luck. Never be in that space. Never. A woman should never be in that space. You're not looking for no one to take care of shit. Alright? That is independence. Independent. You rely on you. And should he, her, or them come into your space and add on to what you have, and you add on to what they have, now you are in a relationship. You are relating. You understand? That is what you must. Because, again, liberation of all oppression is your task. Never place yourself in a space where someone has authority over you. I always tell you that. And sometimes affairs of the heart you can put yourself in an oppressive situation. All right? You dig? So, stop watching people's pockets. Don't do that. So now, Q&A time. Let's get it. Let's get it. Don't be shy. Do what you do. Remember, I ain't on here all night. Let's get it in. I see you, Yvette. Salute, salute. Excellent job, moderators. Excellent job, my comrade female moderators. I see you all. LG in here. Let's go. Let's get it. Right in the spotty spot. Oh. Let's go. throw them out there. And be quick about it. It's getting a little chilly back here. As you can see, I spread out a little bit. You know, I had to do some rearranging and stuff. All right. So it's a little chilly. I don't have none of the hoodies. I gotta put the hoodies away. So let's go. Empress Lee, really? This is Woman Up. That's what you want to know in Woman Up? Who created hip hop? Come on, we're gonna put that. That's a whole nother. That's a bill. We're gonna get to that. I'm not gonna do that without the comrade. We're gonna set the record straight. I just seen that dumbass troll that was trolling the comrade, and he all off. He got 1,200 people in his live, and he just lying to them, talking about Al was bigger than Run DMC. It's crazy. You know? What's your advice on formulating healthy relationships with men? Love who loves you. I learned that early on. Love who loves you. But before you can do that, you have to be at your max potential. You have to be as healthy as you can be before engaging with someone else. Because your expectations cannot be on someone else to make you happy, to bring you joy, to want to learn and grow with you. No. You have to be healthy first. All the way around the board. Mentally, spiritually, physically. Gotta be healthy. This way, you're not going to attract. Well, you're going to attract everybody when you're healthy and you glowing. That's just what it does. Women attract everybody when they're healthy and they're glowing. But you won't respond to the toxic bullshit if you're on point. You dig? So be healthy within you first. Know yourself first. Know what makes you laugh. Right? Know your triggers that could elicit off-balance responses. Know how to make yourself pleased in all ways before you can expect somebody else to do it. All right? What do you say to a friend who assumes you're man paying for everything, but you are paying your own bills, and I ignore it, but why assume? Why not ask me instead? Why can't some people be real? So let me get this right. You have a friend that assumes your man is paying for everything, but you doing it on your own. Why is that their concern? Who's paying for what in your space? Why is that anybody's concern? That's the question. I mean, that's not a, it's not a throw at you. But I'm asking you, if they're really a friend, why are they concerned what you're doing in your space? Is it harmful? Are you content? Are you happy? You understand? That ain't they concern. Are they making an attempt to pay anything in your space? That's a question. Why are you worried about that? You know? That ain't nobody business. I would question that friend like, yo, listen, I feel a way about you asking me about that. You have to, you know, make me understand why is that a concern for you? And see what they tell you. King Bliz, I am a person who loved deeply, if that makes sense. It makes a lot of sense. I'm a king who loved me back, but sometimes I don't think he loves me the way I love him. Mm. Well, when you say you love deep and he doesn't, you got to explain that. What is your interpretation of what he's giving you? How do you know he doesn't love you as deep, or why do you get those feelings? Right? You want him to come through the door every day and say, I love you? What's his communication style? You may not be reading, right, his love language. You have to check that out, right? Does he know how to articulate his feelings to that degree? I've seen men who perform in a manner of which that they love deeply, but they just don't know how to say it. It doesn't come up off them. I know some women in that same frame, right? She may not act. She may not communicate as deeply as she is involved with the man, right? But as soon as he try to go, she's, you know, oh. So you have to understand each other's love language. You got to communicate. Have to communicate. You have to ask them. Sit down and tell them, well, listen, you know how I feel about you, and I would ask you, you know, to speak to me, to show me, like, what do you want him to do? You know, I'm an Aquarius. I have no problem saying how I feel. Sometimes I don't say shit. I don't like confrontation because it triggers me. When I get triggered, I get angry. And when I'm angry, I rage. And dismissive, I dismiss people quick. Out of here. Gone. Right? You gone. You out of here. Very dismissive. No, come the fuck out of here. I'm not even talking to you no more. Gone. And I could love you deeply. But nah. So how do you communicate that? I had to learn to say, okay, I know what this person is looking for. I understand this person's love language, right? You have to teach men. A lot of men are not self-taught. A lot of men never had women nurture them to the point where they can teach them about women. It's the only way a man learns about women, from other women. And women only going to know men from other men. But what happens is we're in a space where it's don't talk, don't talk, don't talk. So now, oh, you can't have male friends, you can't have female friends. So now everybody's fucking confused unless you had the experience of learning prior to all this other dumb shit. Because how else am I going to learn about women if I don't speak to women deeply? How you gonna know about men if you don't speak to other men? That's why I started this shit. But you gotta know. You have to understand things that your man, your father, your uncle might not tell you. All right? So understand the love language. You gotta communicate with each other. Empress Lily. Do you feel a man from the streets can genuinely love a female that is square? Or should she pay attention to his actions and his words so he doesn't waste, so she doesn't waste time and energy? What do you mean? I'm from the streets, deeply from the streets. All my women, majority of them were squares. I never really ever dealt with women who were on that same level. All of them were squares. All of them were squares. It just, what type of street person is he? Is he one that's going to put you in harm's way? Is he street, like he hangs in the street? There's different type of people who, like you say, from the streets. Being from the streets is all about risk, breaking laws, into certain things, you know? So it's different if he's just a street urchin, dirty dick, dusty ass dude that's always in the street. He ain't good for nobody. A square or a chick from the street. You don't need them dirty dick ass dudes running around in the street. Nah. No. It's different levels. And you got some squares that have a lot of bullshit in them. So it's just about the people. You know, who they are, how they speak in different levels, in different groupings. You know, nowadays, we don't have time for either or. You can't be too square, and it depends on how much of a square you are, and you damn sure can't be out in them streets like that, because then it's hazardous to any type of relationship. All right? Hold on, because y'all are moving. Give me a second. Give me a second. I don't want to miss anybody. Cabrina Dukes. A lot of women I know, including myself, have bad relationships with their mother. A lot of men too. What can we do as moms to foster better relationships with our kids? Grow with them. Me and my mother were absolute best friends. Absolute best friends. But that was my mother. And I never cursed in front of her. I always had the utmost respect for her. Never talked back. Nothing. I made the attempt to be the perfect son because of how she taught me and handled me. And that just came from coming up with her and idolizing her. I idolized my mother. Where we had any kind of disconnect is when I was in the street so heavy. And that just came from the trauma of uh, trying to pick up where my pops had fallen off, and, bring financial ruin to the family. Um, you know, that part, you know, was a disconnect where I'm not listening to what she taught me because the street had a draw. But you have to be engaged, and not forcibly. You have to be the parent, but build a relationship with your children, honestly, where you can teach them, not judge them, teach them, discipline them. You understand? And talk. Communication is everything. Allow them to be children while you are an adult. And Grow. Grow with each other. Grow with each other. All right? How long should women wait to date after a breakup or a divorce? Depend on the woman. Depend on the woman. You know what I'm saying? If her mind and heart is ready, shit, you can start tomorrow. Fuck that nigga. Wait. You dig what I'm saying? You know the street dudes like squares? Yeah, because, you know, squares are 9 times out of 10 have a little bit more intelligence and awareness with their bodies, and usually are truthful. You dig? So, you know, I like squares and I like thinkers. How do you know if a man is in love with you? What are the signs? You don't have to ask him to do shit. He's going to take care of your needs before you can even ask it. He takes the time to learn you and read you. That's how you know. You can't bring him to corporate events. What are you talking about, Brian? You can't take me to a corporate event. You can't take me to a corporate event. Colleen. What up, Coco? Bliz, is it true that how a man treats his mother is how he will treat his girl or wife? 9 times out of 10. 9 times out of 10. If you see how he treats his mother, and his mother don't want for shit, she's always welcome when he's around. Yeah, he ain't gonna treat his girl too differently. Not at all. And I only know that from being a man and being around other men. You see him disrespecting his mother and all that, he gonna disrespect your ass. I'm telling you. You know? You could bring me to corporate event, I'm telling you. You dig? Don't mean I won't be looking to take one of them dudes and put their ass in the trunk. You know, but you could take me there. I'll be cool. But up, let's go. Come on. You stop talking to a dude who disrespected his mother right in front of me? Yeah, as you should. What are your top female fighters? Oh, female freedom fighters. Oh, my goodness. Winnie, Mandela, and Asada Shakur. Katie Bodine, too. I disagree with the mother-girlfriend comparison. Why do you say that? Why you say that, LD? Why you say that? You've witnessed the opposite continuously? Or you've experienced it just once or twice? You've seen men treat their girlfriend better than they treat their mother? Then you have to ask yourself, what was the true relationship between the mother and the son? or was the relationship between the mother and the son. I've rarely seen it. And I'm talking about I've been around killers, cold stone killers, and they mama boys. Consistently? Nah. Consistently? You've seen men treat their girlfriend better than their mother? Or treat their mother better than their girlfriend? I haven't seen it to that degree. I've seen instances of it, but not consistently. And unless it's something new. Right? Some generational bullshit. Come on, y'all. Did I miss anything? Yeah, brown girl, tomorrow. You say not tomorrow. What are your thoughts on interracial relationships? Not now. I mean, to each his own. But somebody gonna have to fold in that situation. Because we don't live in a world outside or empty of politics. And at some point, politics is going to have a strain on that relationship. Unless they both are impoverished and from a specific class. Right? So, I'm not trying to be in a relationship that's going to cause conflict. I always say, when you are in a deep relationship, it's you and that person against the world, against everything and anything. And nothing on the outside should come between you two. You dig? As, just what it is. Nothing from the outside should destroy you two. You came through to wipe your feet. Excuse me. What you mean you came through to wipe your feet? You tired? Nobody there to rub your feet? Thumbs up. We're going to find somebody to rub your feet when you get off. All right, so you can sit down and listen to the bill and ask your questions. You don't got to run. All right? You don't have to run. You wipe her feet out. She tired. Let's go. We coming on an hour. Salute to everybody that's here and all the likes. All right? You have a good night too, Ms. Price. All right? Let me find out. We finished with womenup? How did women survive underground? Is it possible today? Very. I mean, I don't know how everyone survived underground, but it was much easier back then. There wasn't no technology. You could literally get lost, right? And you just see the brother I believe, was that Florida? He was on the run 28 years for a homicide. Just got caught. You understand? Stay off technology. Get low. You know, but what is the purpose now of being underground if you're not active, right? How do you eat? Where you get your resource from? What's your support system like? Anything is possible at any given time. Anybody left? 'Cause I'm about to be gone. I'm telling you. I'm starting to get stretches and all that. Are you married? And if not, how come? You think I have all this knowledge and information without being married? Next question. Nah, she will never come on live. Ever. She did one live years ago. Very public job. Next. Salute, Aunt Millie. Salute. Come on. I'm getting the stretchies. I'm telling you. What if your daughter's being courted by a great guy and he's not brown? It ain't no courting at all. You know, we're not doing that. Courting how? How old? I'm playing those games. College? I don't know. He can't even take care of himself. Fuck, he gonna take care of her? So we don't play them games. When she's old enough to take care of herself, then she can do that. In that time, we don't play no claiming. No claiming and courting and all that shit. Fuck out of here. Nah, that ain't happening. What is my wife like? Like as far as what? As far as what? Personality, appearance, what part? A square. A square. But a boss. And one of the smartest, book smart people I've ever met. Colleen, I know that communication is key in a marriage, but what are some of the factors that help to make a strong, long marriage? Struggle. Struggle and selflessness. You have to put yourself to the side in certain situations. If the two are not willing to do that and tag team and bounce off each other and understand, won't ever fucking, you won't last at all. Struggle. It ain't all about you, and it damn sure ain't all about him. That it won't work. It won't work. People have to know when to say nothing. That's right, LG Balance. $11 years. Okay, Vet. Boy, y'all got a decade in. That's what's up. That's what's up. Y'all got any age on y'all though? 11 years? 11 years. Talk about, what are y'all? 40? Y'all 40? Y'all got 11 years in? You know? 11 years is nice. That's a start. He is 60 and I'm 53. Oh, y'all. So y'all good. Y'all coasting. Y'all coasting at this age, at that age. As long as y'all learn how to, well, y'all good money. 11 years? Y'all good money there. That's what's up. That's what's up. But 11 years ago, my daughter was 6. You get a broom, damn. He was act up. Have you ever met a black skinned white masked person? How do you deal with them? I don't. They don't have no power, authority over me. I just observe them from afar. I code switch like a motherfucker. It's all love until that broom connect with that forehead. I need to speak to the young dudes that suffer from PTSD and anxiety from the hood. That's a whole different bill. This is woman up. Woman up, hoes down and out. You love them to death? I hear that. I hear that. Well, keep going with your 11 years. Maybe you'll catch up. Maybe you'll catch up. Anything else? sure it's quiet. I'm hearing the helicopters and all that. I'm about to take it down. He's a good man. And that's all. That's all you can ask for. How are women beneficial? Well, you have to keep reading. You have to keep reading. We'll get into that in book club. You have to keep reading to know exactly, because a lot of people don't study or don't research women in liberation, women in progressive action. They just don't. And that's because most people deal from a chauvinistic point of view when it comes to people's struggle. You know? So that's something that you have to research and then speak to those women about. How many hours of sleep do I get in a day? Maybe 5. Hold on. Brothers, I done told y'all, shh, woman up. Just woman up. I know I'm getting ready to go to sleep now. That got me having the stretchies. The sisters is, what we gonna do here? Y'all finished for the evening, Queen? We taking it down? Look, T ready. T is ready. We T probably already in the bed. We taking it down or what? Let me know. Bliz, have you ever suffered from PTSD? G money. This is woman up. I suffer from PTSD right now. Right now. I've been shot at. I've shot people. I've been behind the wall. I've been abused by police more times than I can count. I've watched friends get shot. All that. Who doesn't have PTSD after all that? Brown girl. Yeah, T's out of here. And Ryan's out of here. Ryan talking about her eyes is heavy and all that. She ain't going to sleep. Wake her ass right up as soon as I get off. Both of them, Ryan and T. Y'all ass ain't going to sleep. What the hell y'all talking about? Yeah, Army, everything. Yeah, PTSD. I seem to have it all together because I get therapy. I get therapy. Trust and believe. All great service providers, right? Talk to somebody. And then, by being engaged in the work, as heavy as I am, that's a therapeutic space for me. So when I'm helping others, I'm helping myself. But I only have it together until I get triggered. Once I get triggered, that's a wrap. That's it. I'm this far from being a patient. We all are. The best practitioners could be a patient like that, you know, but it's a mission and it's a task and it's an awareness of myself. I done had so many losses, right, that I'm not trying to lose anymore. Not trying to lose anymore. So I know consequences. You got triggered today, G Money? We'll talk about it. You know? So, you know, how can we encourage the men in our lives to go get therapy? Tell them. And tell them to talk to me. That's the thing. Most men are not going to talk to somebody that don't look like them. Most men are not going to talk to somebody they believe is not on their level. I make men cry in my sessions. I don't play that shit. I knock water out their goddamn face. And then the process can start. Because the average man, I'm not saying all, but the average man ain't tougher than me at all. They just not. So once you have somebody that can understand you and speak to you and talk to you, then you open up. And then I get technical up here to get them to a place where I want them to go. What if they don't want to go, especially if they got that macho ego? They ain't gotta go. That's why I do what I do from here. They ain't gotta come nowhere. I do my sessions virtually. They gonna go if you tell them, well, listen, if you don't go, I'm out of here. Well, they'll straighten up fast. Most men be fronting, but they not trying to lose their girl over no bullshit. And you not wanting to help yourself is bullshit. So average dude ain't walking out on that. He'll listen. Say, all right, let me get this shit a try. You dig? We all need some help. All right, that's it. That's it. Y'all sure? 'Cause I'm telling you, it's a long week. It's a long week. And you know, once a excuse me, fucking allergies. Once a comrade get his computer right, we gonna be on there. We gonna be on there. Y'all might not get another shot. Well, my moderators do, they get it, but the rest of y'all better come on and ask y'all question. How do you maneuver the rest of the week? Listen, you just gotta stay away from people, G Money. Y'all do, you know what? I'm gonna do something for y'all, for these young dudes, right? Young dudes is triggered. All right, I'm gonna give y'all some slot time too, and we're gonna talk about that. Stay away from people. Know that you can't control people. That's it. And start walking around shit. Dig? Self-control is the best control. So look, all my queen, comrade, moderators, I salute you tonight. Another great job. All the comrades who was in here that are male, I was on the wall. ear hustling. I salute you. Everybody who supported in the super chat and the cash app, I salute you. Okay, well, G Money, hit me on IG. This is Woman Up. And while you saying you're a Crip, you need to change that. Because you always be triggered. Yes, Brown Girl, hit the bell. Kelly Mills said, men up. No, I got to change that. That won't be the name. All right, G Money, listen. If you feel as though you're going to go out and have a confrontation, don't. Stop drinking. Sit your ass down tonight. Straight like that. Sit your ass down tonight. Get out your own head. Read a book. Write a rhyme. Do something. You dig? It can't be man down. Remember, I used to work with an organization named Man Up, so that ain't it. I'll think of a name for it to get the brothers right, you know? I'll think of a name to get the brothers right. But this is Woman Up. Hoes down and out. All right? So look, salute to y'all. Pass it on. Pass it on. Let them know this is what we do. This is a safe space. Stop being shy. Stop being shy, ladies. I'm telling you, you ain't gonna get it from anywhere else. Ask. And see, I know the problem. Too many of the men up in here. There's a lot of them in here. Don't let that deter you from asking your questions, queens. Don't do that. Ain't nobody here to judge. We're here to encourage. All right? Get some solid advice. You dig? See, your eyes always heavy. Yvette, you feel like you kind of know. You might know me. You say 53? We're the same age. You might. You know? I don't know how well you might know me, but you might know me if you from BK. You know? I've been around. The ladies. All right? You might. That's right. Woman Up. Yeah, book club Saturday. Men show improve. For the men's show. Aha. Improve. That sounds decent, Ma. That sounds decent. All right. So again, don't believe in me. Believe in my belief in you. Yes. Thanks to the brothers for supporting and listening. Yeah. And making the proper changes based on listening. All right? That's what we want them to do. We don't want them to just listen. We want them to make change. Don't we? Don't we? We want them to change. Right? We want them to be, stronger men. More understanding men. Right? Better lovers. Right? So we don't want them just in there listening. We want them to get their shit, get their weight up. Shit up. Right? Yeah. I know what y'all want. They got to ask questions. What's up, Mary Jane? What's up? We out of here. We out of here. Yeah, y'all seen T.I.'s son grippers? Yeah, soaking them grippers, getting them moist, because they getting ready to have fun with his ass. Oh, man. you know it's about to go down when you got to soak them prior. Yeah. Feel sorry for that boy. Yes, indeed. Yeah. See what he doing. Yeah, so, that's a different build. All right? I'll see y'all tomorrow. All right?